Hello. If you keep your tabs on the gaming world at all, outside of World of Warcraft of course, you probably know that E3 took place at the LA Convention Center last week. And while Blizzard did not attend, a lot of upcoming MMOs as well as some pretty big new single player games have been introduced. Among them titles such as Star Wars The Old Republic, Terra, Final Fantasy XIV, Portal 2, and Zelda Skyward Sword. Also introduced were the new, slimmer, black Xbox 360 model that's hitting the stores this week, might actually already be out by now, the Sony PlayStation Move controller, and the Nintendo 3DS, a 3D capable version of Nintendo's lightweight console. Release date and price as of yet unknown last I checked. Our buddies over at ZAM scored a lot of exclusive interviews with developers of the upcoming MMOs, and they also have a lot of other info compiled in their E3 coverage. So if you're interested in the general MMO world, you should head on over and check it out. The link will be in the sidebar, which I guess is now more of a bottom bar in the new YouTube layout. So wherever the sidebar is for you, it's gonna be. Anyway, last week I threatened on Twitter that I'd have a little Q&A in my next Marmot since it's been a really long time since I had the last one, and I ended up with some very interesting and some really strange questions, so let's have at it. First up, Silent Rogue asked if I play any classes other than Priest. Well, like any good WoW nerd, of course I have my alts. I have a Warlock and a Resto Druid at 80, and I also have a Hunter, a Shaman, and a Death Knight past 70. I am actively leveling the Shaman, Resto's back. I am not sure if the other ones are going to hit 80 before Cataclysm hits. I suppose it depends on how bored I get. Then, Benzi5033, big numbers. Asked if I raid with my Warlock, but sadly I do not. If I do any alt runs at all, it's gonna be on my Resto Druid. Yes, girls and healers, I'm totally playing into the stereotype here. You don't have to tell me, I know. Then, Memon asked if I ever pug raids or if the tank spot people pug raids together. Okay, there's a lot of things wrong with this. First up, I don't really pug raids. If I raid, it's pretty much exclusively with my guild. Also, the tank spot people won't ever pug raid together because we're all on completely different servers. And since I get asked this a lot, Lore is on Eridar. Go hunt him down and ask him questions, he loves it. On that same note, Juiced81 asked what guild I raid with and how progressed we are. I raid with the guild Void on the US server Mukthal, and as of June the 21st, start of summer, we have finally killed the 25-man version of the Heroic Lich King. Yay us for being months behind. Mementh also asked me to cover how I have my keybind set up. Oh, this will be fun. Alright, my general advice on keybinds is that you should put the buttons that you push the most as close to your movement keys as you can. So if you move with WASD like most of us do, you probably want to put most of your abilities on number keys 1 through 5, Alt and number key 1 through 5, Control and number key 1 through 5, F1 through F5, or just the surrounding letter keys, you know, whatever you're comfortable reaching. I personally have really small hands, case in point, so comfortably reaching the F keys is definitely out for me. My Renew, Circle of Healing, and Prayer Mending keys are bound to number keys 1 through 3, because those are the heals that I really just use the most. Prayer of Healing is nestled on the tilde key, and Guardian Spirit sits on the 4 and Flesh Heal on the 5. Then moving on to the alt binds, Alton 1 is Desperate Prayer, Alton 2 is Mass Dispel, Alton 3 is Abolish Disease, and Alton 4 is Arcane Torrent. Control and 1 is Inner Focus, Control and 2 is Shadow Fiend, and Control and 3 is Dispel Magic. I've had those vines pretty much forever, so while they're probably not in perfect logical order, they just work for me. Keep in mind that muscle memory takes up to a couple weeks to get used to new keybind setup, so that means you probably don't want to make any major changes before an important raid. What else? Tom2529 wanted to know why I think that WoW is the game for me and why I haven't been playing another game. Well, that's not quite true now, is it? Well, it is true that I have been playing WoW steadily since the PC release, but I definitely go through phases where I barely log in at all, usually when the content gets stale. So when that happens, I definitely play other games and I go out a lot more. Scary, huh? But yes, I like fantasy games and I like RPGs a lot. And some of the favorites that I have enjoyed in the past include, but aren't limited to, the entire Final Fantasy series. Started playing them at Japanese 4, especially their MMO, Final Fantasy 11. I played that one for a good 3 years. Yeah. Then Half-Life, Portal, Civilization, Diablo 2, Warcraft 3, Aeon, Oblivion, Dragon Age. So yeah, I definitely don't just play WoW, and I have been playing games since I've been about 7 or 8 on an Amiga and then in DOS. Those were good times. Which then brings me to the next question that I get all the time. How old am I? Haven't you guys learned never to ask a lady for her age? Well, okay, just kidding. I'm not a lady and I am 24 years of age. Best years of my life, baby! I am old enough to do what I want to do, but I am also probably old enough not to do anything extraordinarily stupid. Eric Heck Error wanted to know what I do in game when I'm not raiding. And well, honestly, I pretty much only log in to raid during the summer. But when I'm more involved in the game, I go after achievement points. I have 9,450. It's over 9,000. I level alts, I do my fishing and my cooking dailies, I like to farm pets and mounts, and I also get killed in PGs a lot. Antichrist77 asked what I'm looking forward to the most in Cataclysm. That's easy. Life Grip. Well, and just zones and new raid content in general. I really adore the breathtaking artwork that goes into World of Warcraft, and from the available screenshots, it really looks like we're in for a graphical treat in Cataclysm. And lastly, Jeef wanted to know what I thought the best raid encounter was this expansion. Well, the most challenging raid instance this expansion was definitely Uldar to me. And out of Uldar, I definitely enjoyed both Firefighter 25 and Algalon a lot. Both of them were really well done fights and very challenging, and I especially liked how the addition of Fire Smimeron completely changed the encounter. And Algalon, well, come on, it's Algalon. It was just epic. Alas, I think I've talked your ear off enough for now, so I am bowing out. Bye. Nintendo's new... Okay, I'll stop. My renew... Hello. I am actively leveling the Shaman Restos back. Yes. Use a bad take. I don't like this. I don't like this. I'm very silly today.